Hola tribe, welcome to the House of Kai. Today is our oracle read, our medicine oracle read, and I pray that you are wonderful. I pray that you are wonderful. Let's see. So, what is the medicine that the collective would benefit from today, right? What is the information and the medicine that is required for us to be in alignment with our highest vibration and our highest all-knowing self, right? Before I get too caught up, if you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe. And those of you who keep following, thank you so much for your feedback. Oh my goodness, it's been such a gift. I can't even explain how wonderful it is to hear you respond so well to the information. I thank you. I so thank you. I am really enjoying doing these readings. I have played with cards since I was really young, and most of my experiences started when I was really young. And, you know, like everybody, I took a hiatus at a time and then found my way back again. I'll tell you a story of when I was really, really young. I was brought up in a religious belief system that basically I was, it had to be like this and not like this. Like most religious belief systems, and I have nothing against religion by any means. I just believe all things are one. However, I had to hide that I was reading like tarot and studying astrology, and I didn't want to have to stir the pot of chaos and have it taken away from me. There was levels of strictness within my home that if it triggered my mom enough, that it would have been taken away from me. So I studied that on the DL, I'll tell you what. And so I started studying astrology and understanding the vibration of all of that at a young age, as well as tarot. And I love tarot. I absolutely love tarot. I chose not to make this a tarot channel because I felt like it would limit some people's opportunities of relating. A lot of people close out tarot. They look at it in a negative platform. And there's negative and positive. It's just not good or bad. It's just how people perceive it. So I chose not to do tarot because I wanted people who may try to shut that out. I wanted others that would to gain benefit from looking at oracle cards, rather than the tarot cards. However, I have to say, I'm on this tangent now, is that tarot taught me psychology. So if nothing else, tarot taught me how to, excuse me, I apologize, the hair is on my nose. Tarot taught me psychology. And so when I studied tarot at a young age, I learned by the cards different, psychoses and patterns that took place. So whether you believe in tarot or not, or whether you can believe it or not, but whether you enjoy it or not, I will say that it is a wonderful way or a gateway to studying human behavior and psychology. And so, yeah, if that's something of interest, you should check that out too. Ooh, okay. So as we cut the deck here, I am not even going to attempt. The name on this one is just Estanatalea. No, I tried. I apologize. I destroyed it. It is the turquoise changing woman. Turquoise changing woman. And if you can pronounce that amazingness, then please do so. Oh, I love it. The looking off into the future, right? So I love very direct focus. So this card is, as we move forward, keeping our focus. You know, I just had a beautiful conversation with a dear friend about focus and how easy it is to get distracted in the chaos. And I can be easily distracted. I say to people all the time, I am easily distracted by pretty shiny things, right? And anything can be pretty and shiny. So I can easily just be like, ooh, bird, ooh, squirrel, you know, like something that grabs my attention. And this is truly saying that we are at a time of being present, holding the light of what it is we are manifesting. I really love, as you look into this card, there is I believe it's a hawk. She has a hawk in one hand, and she's looking out in front of her in the other, while sitting by that's the sun, that's not the moon, that's the sun. And so I don't know if you can see it, I apologize for the lighting. You know, I almost wanted to say that the hawk is the grounding energy in that card. However, how grounding is that? You know, as a bird, it's not really that grounding. It's in flight, it's in motion, it's in movement. So it's a presence, but in motion. We are moving forward and we got our eye on the target. And so continuing to do so, it is really easy, as I was stating, to get distracted by things going on around us. And so I'll tell you a little story that years ago, I trained in fighting. I trained in MMA fighting. And there was there was a method that my trainer used, which I trained at a very raw, bare bones style gym. And he trained you to get in the ring. And so one of the exercises we would do now and again was he would chain you to a wall. There would be a bungee cord around a harness. So you were harnessed, your waist was harnessed, and it had a bungee cord to it. And that was chained to a wall, okay? So every time you stepped forward to go and hit a heavy bag, that bungee cord would naturally pull you back. It only allowed you to get so far. So every time you would get close to that bag, you could barely get the bag because the bungee would keep pulling you back. And so that was one layer of it. So you were fighting yourself to maintain and go forward, right? Keep that focus, keep that focus. Well, to add to that, my trainer would come behind you and he would hit you with pads from behind. So it was extremely distracting, right? So you have your eye on the target and there are things that were behind me that were hitting me, clocking me in the head and hitting me really good. And not only was he hitting me with pads, he would also take the bungee cord and yank it really hard every once in a while and throw my whole entire body away from my target. And so, you know, I say this because isn't that life? Isn't that life? We are constantly getting tossed and turned and thrown in all different directions, and it is so easy to lose the focus of our target, of our goal. And now of all times, there is so much chaos going on around us that it is so easy to get caught up in all these illusionary third-dimensional reality experiences that some may or may not have somewhat of an impact on your reality. However, not necessarily. Not necessarily. We're giving a lot of weight and fear to things that may not actually hold a whole lot of depth in your personal reality. And the only reason they are holding a depth in your personal reality at this time is because we're feeding them, right? We're giving them energy and we're feeding them. We don't have to. Just as my trainer would hit me from behind, if I turned around to fight him, I was yelled at that I had to fight my target. So keep our focus no matter what is happening around us. Can we keep our focus? There are many human beings that would love to distract us from our end results. Love to, you know, sadly for their own painful reasons, right? For their own painful reasons. Not good, not bad, just not healthy, right? Not for healthy reasons. So, keeping our eye on the prize, right? Keep moving forward, know where you're going, right? And I choose love. So I'm choosing the vibration of love. Ooh, and what a perfect follow-up. Repetition. So staying focused repetitively, just keep showing up, keep doing it, keep. Man, oh man, I need this medicine myself today, right? So keep on the focus. I know the medicine of the day. Good. So they're showing me what I want to give you as a way of the medicine of the day. It's a really good tool to use. So keep moving forward, staying centered, repetitive. And I'm seeing the horses in the image, and it's like, gallop, find the rhythm, find the drum beat, find the pace to which you can sustain and maintain yourself. You know, and I am a fire sign, and so what can often happen within the fire reality is that we have great energy, you know, out there to begin with, and then eventually it can dwindle and shift. I find for myself that I create many projects, and what I do is it's like I restart them all the time, right? Really great at starting projects, but keeping and maintaining can be a lot sometimes. So I often can set up my projects as a way of having to start afresh, so that I can re-engage my fire and bring more fire to the day or to the what I'm creating, so that I can sustain and maintain. And for my easily distracted mind, that works actually really well for me, right? And the other part is that it helps in the way of not allowing myself to believe I failed, right? So if I was keeping focus, and then burning out too quick, I would, you know, I may or may not go into a place of, failure, or, you know, some negative vibration that would leave me in the wrong direction, or harm myself in some way. So I say this because what can we do that will keep that pace? Each one of us has a pattern that works for us. Are you somebody that is afraid to launch things or afraid to move in a specific direction, but you're really wonderful once you're in it and sustaining and maintaining and completing projects? Are you somebody who's really great from go, but has difficulty sustaining or completing projects? Learning what your pattern is, and then finding out ways or learning ways of supporting you so that you can keep the gallop, you know. And another way of looking at it is nutrition, right? Do you have enough basic nutrition to sustain, right? So how's your health? How's your energy levels? Do you have enough energy to sustain the direction? And do you have a team of people to help you with that, right? So if you yourself are struggling in wellness somehow, do you have a team set up for you, right? Do you have people that do some sort of body care or breath work or acupuncture. What are you doing to sustain your physical health and wellness and energy so that you can maintain as we're moving forward, right? Because we're moving forward. We're moving forward regardless, keeping our eyes and focus on the prize, and do we have the energy levels required in order to do so, right? So now is the time. Now is the time. We've all been preparing for this for a long time now, but now is the time to really set that forward. And oh my goodness, the people that I've been talking to, the projects at hand, the networking taking place right now, it is off the charts. It is off the charts. So many of us are so moving forward on this right now. And what I just got is clearing our energy. And wow, talk about moving things forward. And this, he's just clearing things out. And that's really, isn't that interesting? So as we're moving forward, finding what it is that we need. Ooh, there we go. I knew there was a second card here. I knew there was. Where are your energy levels? Where's your health at in keeping our focus, right? So finding the direction to where we're moving into, keeping our eye on the prize, keeping our eye whoop, whoop, forward. There you go. Look at that. Very much so, looking forward, right? Moving in a repetitive way, right? Do you have the energy to sustain? How's your health? How's your wellness? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Are you keeping pace, right? Is that gallop in it, right? Well, in order to do so, we must clear our energy. Let's see if I can get this. Ganusha in this image literally looks like a whirlwind. He is like slaughtering it. He is clearing. It's like walking through a jungle with a machete, and he's just, and I forget what type of axe he has in his hand right now, but he is just clearing through obstacles that are in his path so that he can keep moving forward with steadfastness. And I really love this. In this image of steadfast, he's no longer doing the work. Specifically, he's being carried. Isn't that interesting? So do the work, keeping focus, clear the blockages, and be carried in the direction to which we're moving. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I like that. I like that. What a beautiful, beautiful gift on that one. Wow. All right. So keeping pace, keeping pattern, right? Right? I even feel it in my spirit as I'm talking about it. I'm like, ooh, we're on fire. We're moving. We're moving. Keeping focus in the direction to where we're going. Keeping focus to the direction of where we're going. All right. And so, yeah, we're going to go through, it's the medicine that I'm going to encourage us to use is one I've used many times in my life, and I literally just said to someone the other day that I need to go back to utilizing this medicine. Even when I kind of use it all the time, but it is in a new time of grounding down. It's like we've been in a hard reboot. And so it is time to realign ourselves with the direction to which we're moving, right? So as we come out of the hard reboot, now it is time. There's your focus. Move it forward. Keep pace, right? Seems simple. Seems simple. However, I know me, and like I said, can easily get distracted by pretty shiny things. And anything can be pretty and shiny. Anything, right? Easily distracted by that little hair that keeps going across my face, right? So I keep wanting to keep getting distracted. Or I can just say, oh, that's whatever. It's not important. It's irrelevant. right? Why am I putting all of my attention on something that really is irrelevant? Just keep moving forward, keep moving forward. Right? Good. Good, good, good. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, child, let's see, let's see. Last but not least, last but not least. Good. All right, one more shuffle, one more shuffle. Oh my goodness. You know, it's so seldom that I pick the top card. It's, you know, I just pick where they tell me to pick, and that top card was on fire. Perseverance. Wow. Wow. Talk about being on fire, right? Being on fire. Just moving it forward. Wow. It is difficult to see it in this image, but there is a person. There's a lot of different little things going on. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in the bottom of this card, there is a child and a mother, and the child is playing a drum. And the drum, there's also like a ball of light above them. And again, it's just like woven imagery. So there's different creatures and animals that I'm seeing in here. And there's a tree. The roots of the tree are coming up, feeding this person's body. And the person is hugging an animal. And wow. I am unsure what bird this is, yet I'll go with the hawk. I would usually have chosen, from myself anyway, an eagle, yet where the hawk energy has appeared already previously in the reading, I will go with that. Keep moving forward. It's interesting because in the previous card, the being was holding the hawk in its hand. And in this card, not only is it being held in its hand, it's being embraced by the whole being. Wow, wow, have we not come full circle in this reading? First and last card are both of, it's like this is our target. Our target, whether we realized it or not, the target was bringing the hawk home, and the completion is having the hawk in our arms. Wow. Wow, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. Right? So beautiful. Wow. Wow, so perseverance pays off. That's what it says, right? Perseverance pays off. Keeping our focused, clearing away anything in our environment that is blocking us, limiting us from moving in the direction to which we need to move so that we can achieve the goal, right? Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Wow. So my medicine to offer you today is one that I've used many times, like as I said. In this reading, the hawk would be the symbol, right, that we would be in reference to. It would be the hawk image itself. I personally like to use a flame. So in this medicine, what I would want to use for me, I like to use a flame, and the reason I like to use the flame as the visualization is, one, it's a great focal point. If you've ever, you may or may not have ever used a candle flame or a fire to meditate with. So powerful. So what I do is I see the flame and I make that flame my target, whatever my target may be. And so let's go with my example of business right now, right? So yeah, pick whatever it is, whatever your target is. And for me, when I say business, that's so, it sounds so small compared to what it really is, right? How vast and big this goal really is. So I think about that which I wish to achieve, and I put that into the visualization of the flame. So every time I look at that flame, not only am I thinking that's the business, I think of what elements that business represents to me, right? How may I support other people? How may I educate other people? How may I feed and fuel other people? How may I get the information out there, the medicine to the people? How may I support my tribe? What is it that I look at as far as business, and I add those elements to the flame, right? Everything I can think of, steadfastness, right? Drive, focus. What are the vibrations? Love and grace and trust. And trust is one of the key elements always. Trust and fortitude, right? So I think of all these energies that are required to achieve my goal, and then I'll list all the things I wish to achieve within the goal. And so all of those things are in the flame, and I keep looking at that flame and looking at that flame as if it's sitting right here in front of me, right? Just sitting here floating, floating, floating. And any time, just like meditation, any time my brain tries to distract me, and usually the brain tries to distract you with like argumentative things that really are irrelevant to your world, a relationship piece or a family member thing or a BS, things that are to distract you. What I do is when those things happen, anytime anything is not of the flame to which I'm moving forward to, keeping my eye on the prize, anything that is not feeding, anything that is not keeping my focus on the flame, I tell myself that that is fuel for the flame. And I'll allow myself, like, say it's an argument with a friend or anything, chores, errands, things. Anytime my attention is removed from my point of attention that I had it on, my flame, I quickly allow myself to gather that energy and go, no, all that energy goes right here, right back to the flame. And I breathe into the flame and I focus on the flame. And then again, the brain is going to try and tell me some stories. It's going to try and redirect me. And I again go, right back here. All of that energy feeds my flame. Anybody trying to remove my power by taking my attention, anything, any person, anything, right back into that flame. So, the homework, the medicine of the day, and this is something you're going to want to keep with you, right? Play with this visualization, is sit with what it is you want to keep your focus on, right? Is it school? Is it business? Is it relationship? Is it family? It could be all of the above. Yet, how can you put it under one umbrella, right? What can you do to bring all that energy into one flame or whatever it is you can think of? What symbol or image do you wish to focus on that will motivate you, inspire you, that will bring you joy, right? Bring you happiness? What is the symbol? I think that's the most important thing to start with, actually, right? What symbol draws your attention to it, and you would keep your eye on that symbol all day, every day? What symbol for you? For me, it's a flame. Focusing on the flame and allowing it to dance and move, because I can never get bored, right? Flames are moving. It's always something to keep my attention on. What's yours? Allow yourself to sit with that visual, focus, and feed it. If anything tries to come in and distract you, take the energy associated to the distraction and put it right into the flame. Redirect your attention. Redirect your attention. Good. I thank you for joining me today, Tribe. That was awesome. Talk about a full circle reading. That was just a straight up full circle reading. Coming from the focuses here to the focuses here. Right in your arms. It's right there. Be steadfast. Be steadfast. And repetitive. Find that drum beat. Find the gallop. Whatever that is. And if you know your patterns well enough, find a way that keeps you repetitive. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you. Mwah. Peace out, y'all.